Hello, everyone. Welcome to this Simply Spanish lesson. As you can see, today we'll be learning about the verb gustar and, of course, other verbs like it. This verb is very tricky, especially for English speakers. It's tricky because of a few concepts that we'll go through uh, during the lesson. So, let's jump straight into it and let's begin, right? So, what does gustar mean, right? What is gustar? So, the verb gustar means to like or to please, right? So, to like or to please. As you can see in the example, there's a sentence that says, Me gusta la comida mexicana. I like Mexican food. I like Mexican. So, gustar is that verb that we use to express how we feel about something, right? I like food. I like uh, fashion. I like traveling. Those kinds of sentences. So for this lesson, we're gonna work with one specific meaning of gustar that I think is very important, and we're actually gonna work with this meaning. Gustar means to be pleasing. So this wording is, for the sake of this video, very um, useful in translating your sentences when you want to make a sentence with gustar. Now, I'm making this video assuming you know about subject pronouns, yo, tú, él, ella, and you also know at least a little bit about present tense, right? You should know about conjugating verbs in the basic present tense. Okay? So we're gonna use this meaning for gusta. Now moving on, right? There's an issue with English speakers, especially when I was learning, that always messes us up. Now let's look at this diagram. Here's the stick figure. This represents you. This represents me. This represents he, she, them, they. Uh, all of the subject pronouns, right? We're just going to use that figure. Now, the object in this example, we're using food. And now we have this arrow pointing. So I'm going to explain to you the concept of um, how we work in regards to our verbs and our objects in English. So for the sentence, I like food, when we say that in English, we are we are the subject of the sentence, right? The subject of the sentence simply means the thing or person that is doing the action. We are doing an action. So the action we're doing is liking something or to like something. So in this example, I like food. I am doing the action to the food. I am liking the food, right? So I'm liking the object. Subject, object. These are two things that you need to also learn in language. The object is the thing that is receiving the action or is being acted upon, right? So get this in your head that this is what we mean when we say I like food. I'm the one doing the action. Now, for us to understand this, of course, as I said, I like food. We need to, of course, go to what is the difference between I like food and me gusta la comida, which also translates to I like food. Well, here is the main difference. In the Spanish language, the object is really the subject, right? Now, not to confuse you guys too much, basically the food is the one doing the option or any other thing that we're talking about. But we're using food in this example. So the food is acting, on us. The food is the one doing the action. And it might seem very weird because, of course, when I say I like food, that makes sense. I'm the one who likes food. In Spanish, the food is the thing that is pleasing to us. The food is pleasing to us. And so when I think of a sentence that I want to word with Gustar, I think that thing that is pleasing is the food and it's acting upon me. I'm the person that is receiving the action from the food. It might seem extremely strange, but that is how it is grammatically, right? Of course, we translate it, and of course, things change around in English, but keep it in mind that the object, the food, is the thing that is actually doing the acting. So the object is really the subject, even though when we translate it, it turns back into the object, right? So, me gusta la comida. The food is pleasing to me, right? I like food, but the, the direct translation is food is pleasing to me. I put food is pleasing to me instead of the English translation. It's because this more direct translation helps you to think how you need to think to understand the verb gustar. Food is pleasing to me. I like food. That's the same sentence. Now, if we apply this in all of our sentences going forward using the verb to start, we won't have an issue, right? So think of food is pleasing, right? Think of it like that, and we will have less problems in our conjugation of that verb, right? So finally, let's look at a few verbs like gustar. We have encantar, to love or to really like. Me encantan estos zapatos. Now, I really love these shoes. That's what it's translated to. Me encantan estos zapatos. Um, interesar, the interest. Me interesan los deportes. Sports interest me. Importar, to matter. And in the sentence, no me importa. It doesn't matter to me. And so, in some sense, the person or the thing being acted upon, the object, is really us, the person, um, that is being acted upon. And these verbs function just like Ustad in that sense, right? And so once you master this concept, then you can, of course, start changing it around with, for example, different subject pronouns. So, for example, not subject pronouns, different pronouns. For example, te encantan estos zapatos. You really love um, those shoes. So what we're really saying is that uh, those shoes are really, really pleasing to you, right? Something like that. So hopefully in this video, we've gone through everything that you will be able to understand and master the verb to start and the other verbs that are similar in the grammatical sense of how we conjugate and how we use to start in sentences.